Welcome to the guide for my favorite starter build, Occultist Bane plus Essence Drain. The good news is that this build is even better than it was in previous league. Uh, we got around 40% more damage. I'm at the moment in Standard League. This is my level 98 character. I did respec 20 passive points to bring back character to level 78. This build is CI energy shield based. As you can see, I have almost 8.5k energy shield, and items I use will cost you around 200 chaos in 3.16 or maybe a little more. I don't use any level 21 gem. All gems are level 20 maximum. The plus 2 you can see are from Wand and from Shield. On both I have plus 1 to Chaos Spell Skill Gems. And now here is a little showcase in Tier 16 Corrupted Map on Awakening level 8. And keep in mind that build will be even better in 3.16.
When I'm ready and not before. I need more mana.
As you can see, your main damaging skill is Bane, and the main reason why Bane is so good for clearing the maps is because Profane Bloom. Curse enemies you or your minions kill have 40% chance to explode, dealing a quarter of their maximum life as chaos damage. This is crazy good for clearing the maps. Also, on bosses, you need to cast Wither Totems and Essence Drain to increase your single target damage. These Wither Totems will apply up to 15 stacks of debuff on the boss. With 15 stacks, boss will take in 3.16 up almost 140% more damage. So those Wither Totems are very important. Now let's talk about items you need for this build. The most expensive is 6-link body armor, which you need for tier 16 maps. My advice is to wait until price for white 6 body armor drops below 80 chaos. Don't spend more than 80 chaos on 6-link body armor. You should look for good energy shield based white body armor and then just use alterations and craft. Like I crafted this 5-link, as you can see, you need just to hit with alterations tier 1 to maximum energy shield, use Regal Orb, then use your crafting bench to add increase energy shield. This way, on Val Regalia, you can get almost 500 energy shield, which is more than enough for this starting build. So, until you can afford 6-link body armor, you can use 5-link, which is much cheaper. It should cost white 5-link body armor should cost around 5 to 10 chaos. And you can use it for clearing tier 1 up to tier 15 maps. Also, one way to save currency is to look for corrupted body armor with at least 350 or 400 energy shield and with 3 blue, 2 green, 1 red socket. On day 5, I think maybe it is possible to find body armor like this, unique Val Regalia. It is better than simple rare body armor. It has increased spell damage, increased energy shield recovery rate, increased area, and if you can find it for 80 chaos or less, that is good investment. Also, you can buy some corrupted. It needs to have 3 blue, 2 green, 1 red socket. Now, for shield, you should search for shield with +1 to level of all chaos spell skill gems, plus 20-30 to intelligence, and a minimum 150 energy shield. You should not search for 250 or more because those shields are very expensive. To save currency, let me show you. Let's remove this mod. So you should search for shield like this with minimum 150 energy shield and empty prefix, an option to add another energy shield mod with your crafting bench. Shield like this with low amount of energy shield will cost around 20 chaos. And with empty prefix, you have option, if there is option to add energy shield, as you can see, it costs just 2 chaos. So you can pay 20 chaos for shield like this, then use your crafting bench, and now you have 250 energy shield. This way you can save lots of currency. For wand, search for one with +1 to level of all chaos spell skill gems, at least 40% increased spell damage, and empty suffix. This time you want to use your crafting bench to add, where is it, chaos damage over time multiplier. Here it is. In 3.16, I think this mod is buffed and it is 28%. So with your crafting bench, you will be able to add 28% to chaos damage over time multiplier, and this way you can get a good wand for just 10 chaos, or maybe even less. On helmet, you can search for helmet with, if need, for helmet with 150 energy shield and empty prefix, then you can, the same way you did with shield, you can add another energy shield mod and get 240, 250 helmet, energy shield helmet, much cheaper. Same thing as you can see on gloves. Search for gloves with 90 or 100 energy shield. Let's see how much this has when I remove. It has 113, only 130 energy shield. So gloves like this will cost you around 10 chaos. So now the most important thing is that those gloves need to have empty prefix, an option to add another energy shield mod. Now you add energy shield mod and now you have 150 energy shield gloves. And this is against the same thing with boots. On boots, as you can see, you can again search for empty prefix and use same tactic to get cheap boots. Boots you should pay maximum 20 chaos. Also in new 3.16 league, Syntrack are even better than before because Syntrack have also evasion rating, and you can then use evasion and energy shield mastery +1 to energy shield per 8 evasion on boots. That is very nice boost. A Syntrack should cost around 10 chaos. The only unique we use is this belt, and the good news, belt will cost you maximum 1 chaos. On rings, you should search for +40 to maximum energy shield, +30 or 40 to intelligence, and some nice amount of resistance. If you cannot find rings with those mods, if or they are expensive, you can search without intelligence but with empty suffix. Then you can use your crafting bench and add, I think, up to 30 intelligence for just 2 chaos if you have empty suffix. On amulet, search for +40 to maximum energy shield and at least +15 to increase maximum energy shield and some intelligence. It is also nice to have amulet with strength or plus to all attributes. You will need for this build some dexterity and some strength. So this way you don't need to spend passive points on your passive tree for these attributes. Also, if amulet like this is expensive, you can search for one with empty suffix. Oh, no, it is empty prefix. And this time you can add increase, I think, energy shield up to 20%. Yeah, for 2 chaos you can add up to 20% increase maximum energy shield. So that way you can again save currency. Also on amulet you need anointment overcharge. For this anointment you need to spend around 30 chaos on oils. With this anointment you get 8% chance to gain a power, frenzy or endurance charge on kill. With frenzy we get more damage, with endurance charge our defense is better. And also for this build you will need at least two rare jewels. You should look for jewels with two main mods, that those are increased maximum energy shield and to chaos damage over time multiplier, which is buffed, and in 3.16 is maximum tier is 8%. So Cobalt Jewel with 2 good mods like this will cost you between 5 and 10 chaos. So also cheap. Now let's talk about gems. In your body armor, if you have 6 links for Bane are Bane, Despair, Void Manipulation, Punishment, Controlled Extraction, and Swift Affliction. If you use 5 link, you should remove Void Manipulation. In boots, we use 4 link Essence Drain, linked with Efficacy, Controlled Destruction, and Void Manipulation. Instead of Efficacy, you should use Swift Affliction. I was lazy to change the colors. With Swift Affliction, your damage for Essence Drain will be a bit higher. In your shield, you can link multiple totems, Spell Totem and Wither. In helmet, I have Flame Dash linked with Arcane Surge. I also have Malevolence and Val Righteous Fire, which is optional. In my gloves, I have Cast and Damage Taken, Immortal Call level 3, and Increased Duration, also linked with Discipline. This way, Val Discipline will benefit from increased duration, and instead 3 seconds or something like that will be almost 6 seconds. As you can see, there are 3 empty sockets. I left those 3 sockets so you can pick anything you like. It can be maybe Val Grace, maybe something like that. There is option which I use in that corrupted map. You can move cast and damage taken and Mortal Call to the wand and also discipline. And now you could use let's see, like this. You can use another 4 link like Soul Rend, Control Destruction, Spell Totem, and Swift Affliction. This way you can increase your single target damage on bosses. So with this optional setup, at the boss you can cast 2 Wither Totems and 1 Soul Rend Totem. So that way you can increase your single target damage. Instead of Soul Rend Totems, you can use Blight Totems, or even if you like Blight, you can self-cast Blight in 4 links. I left all this optional, it is up to you. I will most likely go like this. Cast with damage and discipline. The 2 main auras are Malevolence and Discipline. In 3.16, if you want more defense, you could replace Malevolence with Purity of Elements, which is excellent in the new league. Also, for more defense, you can replace Punishment with Curse such as Enfeeble or Temporal Chains. Also, you can go full defense and pick Whispers of the Doom, so you can apply a 3rd curse, and that way you could use Despair, Temporal Chains instead of Void Manipulation, and let's say Enfeeble instead of Punishment. So you could have 2 defensive curses and Despair on your Bane. That is just some optional ways to increase your defense if you want more defense. Now let's talk about new passive tree. Here in Path of Building, you can see this updated passive tree for 3.16. I will post a Path of Building link in my pinned comment under the video. In notes for this Path of Building, you can find leveling information and what skills I plan to use as I level up. Also, you can pick different passive trees with 10, 17 points and so on. So you can see in which order I plan to pick these passives. Also very important, at 91 points, this is a spot where I still use life plus energy shield that is at level 68 just before the maps. If you cannot afford all energy shield items, you should keep using this 91 passive tree and don't switch to 93, which is chaos inoculation, until you have all energy shield items. You should have at least 5000 energy shield when you switch to chaos inoculation. As you can see, I have almost 7800 with items I show you. So it should be easy to have at least 5000 with much cheaper items. Also, let me show you. As you can see in Chaos Mastery, I did not pick very important +1 to chaos damage over time multiplier per 4% chaos resistance. At the moment, my chaos resistance is 0, so I don't have chaos resistance on these items. Your goal should be to have at least 70%, 70 or even maximum 75% chaos resistance on your items. This way you can get a really nice damage buff with this chaos mastery. And then be sure to use it and select on your passive tree. Also, I did not pick some masteries such as let's see, 20% chance to avoid elemental ailments while holding a shield, because there was not enough passives. So if you want, you can pick some of the um, masteries I skipped. It is up to you. Also, very important, if you use Syntrack unique boots, be sure to pick from evasion and energy shield mastery. Be sure to pick +1 to energy shield per 8 evasion on boots. At the moment I'm using pure energy shield boots, so I did not pick this mastery. If you have any questions about this build, you can join my Discord server and send me direct message. This will be all for now. Thanks for watching and see you next time.